Welcome to the most exciting coin discovery of your life. Today, we're diving into the mysterious and ultra-rare bicentennial coins, an ordinary-looking coin with the power to make you a millionaire overnight. If you've got this hidden gem in your pocket, your entire future could change in an instant. Let's unlock the secrets behind this legendary piece of treasure. First up, imagine holding in your hand not just a small silver coin, but a timeless treasure that could alter your destiny. The 1923 Mercury dime, often referred to as one of the most prized jewels of American numismatics, is more than just 10 cents. It is a ticket to unimaginable wealth. Collectors and historians alike are enchanted by its beauty, its story, and its enduring value. This dime is whispered about in hushed tones at auctions and collector gatherings because it carries with it a blend of rarity, artistry, and history that few other coins can rival. If you are lucky enough to own this piece, you may well be holding the key to life-changing fortune. Historical context. The Mercury dime series was introduced in 1916 during a time of great transformation in the United States. Designed by the talented sculptor Adolph A. Weinman, the coin features Lady Liberty wearing a winged cap, a symbol of freedom of thought. The year 1923 marked the Roaring Twenties, an era of prosperity, jazz, and progress. Minted in San Francisco, the 1923 dime carries with it the energy of a nation stepping into modernity while still holding onto its classical ideals. This historical backdrop adds an invisible weight to the coin, elevating it from mere currency to a living artifact of American pride and progress. Unique features. The 1923 Mercury dime is celebrated for its striking design. The obverse shows Liberty with delicate, winged features, while the reverse bears fasces bound together, a Roman symbol of unity and strength, flanked by an olive branch representing peace. What makes this coin even more remarkable is its San Francisco Mint mark S, tucked neatly on the reverse near the bottom. Coins from this mint in the early 1920s are known for their limited strikes and often uneven quality, which makes high-grade examples especially prized. Every detail etched into this coin tells a story of artistry and craftsmanship that goes far beyond its face value. Rarity and condition. The scarcity of the 1923 Mercury dime lies in its survival. While millions were struck, only a fraction remain in well-preserved condition today. Most entered circulation and suffered years of wear, erasing the finer details of Weinman's masterpiece. To find one with sharp strike lines, full bands on the fasces, and brilliant luster is like discovering a diamond in the rough. Collectors relentlessly chase these high-quality survivors, and auction houses erupt with excitement whenever one surfaces. Its rarity in mint state conditions is what propels it into the realm of legendary status among coin enthusiasts. Market value. Now comes the heart-stopping part, the value. A circulated example of the 1923 Mercury dime might fetch a few $100s, typically ranging from $500 to $6,000 depending on its grade and sharpness of strike. But in pristine, gem mint condition, the value skyrockets into the stratosphere, reaching into the tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, with the most remarkable specimens commanding million-dollar whispers among elite collectors. This is why many call it a fortune in your pocket. If you are holding such a coin, you are not just a coin owner. You are a potential billionaire in waiting. Appeal to collectors. Collectors love the 1923 Mercury dime for more than just its price tag. It is the perfect blend of history, art, and scarcity. For Mercury dime set builders, it is an essential keystone piece that completes the puzzle. Without it, the collection feels unfinished. Its San Francisco origin adds an extra layer of desirability since West Coast mint issues are generally harder to obtain in gem quality. Owning this coin isn't just about possession. It is about prestige, recognition, and the thrill of owning something that only a handful of others can ever claim to have. Collecting tips. If you are fortunate enough to own a 1923 Mercury dime, the first rule is simple: do not spend it. Its value is far beyond its 10-cent face. Preserve it carefully in a protective holder, avoid cleaning it, and if possible, have it graded by a reputable coin certification service. This ensures authenticity and maximizes its value in the eyes of buyers. If you are on the hunt for one, Focus on originality and strike details, particularly looking for the full bands on the reverse, as those command massive premiums. A patient and strategic approach will reward you greatly in this pursuit. Conclusion. The 1923 Mercury dime is not merely money. It is a portal into history, a masterpiece of design, and a beacon of unimaginable wealth. Its blend of rarity, artistry, and condition makes it one of the most coveted coins in American history. For those who possess it, the message is crystal clear. Never underestimate its power, never undervalue its worth, and never let it slip through your hands at a low price. This dime holds the potential to transform your fortune overnight and elevate you into the elite world of numismatic royalty. Second, imagine holding in your palm a coin so small, yet so powerful, that it could completely rewrite your financial destiny. The 1924 Mercury dime is one of those rare treasures in the world of numismatics that carries with it not only beauty and history, but also unimaginable value. To collectors, it is not just a dime. It is a crown jewel, a key to wealth, and a living testament to the artistry of early 20th century coinage. If you are lucky enough to possess this dime, know this: it has the power to make you a billionaire overnight. Historical context. The 1920s were a decade of dazzling prosperity in America, often referred to as the Roaring Twenties. Amid jazz music, roaring cars, and cultural transformation, the U.S. Mint continued producing coins that symbolized progress and strength. The Mercury dime, designed by the brilliant Adolph A. Weinman, was already admired for its classical beauty. The 1924 D, struck at the Denver Mint, carried forward this legacy. While it looked like an ordinary coin in the pockets of Americans at that time, little did people know it would later become a legendary rarity, commanding the attention of collectors worldwide. Unique features. What makes the 1924 Mercury dime stand out are its distinct design details and mint mark. On the obverse, Lady Liberty is depicted wearing a winged cap, symbolizing free thought and imagination. On the reverse, the fasces bound with an olive branch embodies unity and peace. The small D mint mark, found on the reverse near the bottom, is the sign of its Denver Mint origin. The sharpness of the strike, the visibility of Liberty's delicate features, and the clarity of the fasces lines are what separate an ordinary specimen from a fortune-making masterpiece. Rarity and condition. The rarity of the 1924 Mercury dime lies in its survival in higher grades. While thousands were minted, most entered circulation, where they were subjected to heavy wear and loss of detail. Today, well-preserved examples with sharp strikes and full band lines on the fasces are exceptionally difficult to find. Coins in low grades are scarce enough, but those in mint state with full original luster are among the rarest treasures in American numismatics. This combination of low survival rate and high collector demand has turned it into a legend. Market value. Now let us talk about the thrilling numbers. A typical circulated 1924 Mercury dime can bring anywhere from $500 to $6,000, depending on its condition. However, when you step into the world of mint state grades, the value escalates dramatically. With the highly sought-after full bands designation, collectors are willing to pay astonishing sums, sometimes stretching into six figures. In the rarest conditions, whispers in the numismatic world even speak of this coin reaching million-dollar valuations in private sales. This is why experts insist, if you have this coin, do not let it go cheaply, because it is far more than silver. It is pure fortune. Appeal to collectors. Collectors treasure the 1924 not just because of its scarcity, but because of the story it tells. It represents a period in America when artistry was given equal importance as functionality in coinage. For Mercury dime set builders, this coin is a milestone that cannot be skipped, a piece that brings prestige to any collection. Owning the 1924 is like joining an exclusive club of numismatic royalty. It gives you bragging rights and a permanent seat at the table of the elite. Collecting tips. If you are fortunate enough to own a 1924 Mercury dime, the number one rule is protect it. Do not clean it, as that will destroy its numismatic value. Instead, preserve it in a proper coin holder or slab it through a trusted grading service for authentication. When collecting, Look for examples with strong details and full bands on the reverse, as these always command premium prices. Be cautious of counterfeits and altered mint marks, as the fame of this coin has attracted fakes. Patience and knowledge are your strongest allies when dealing with such a rare treasure. Conclusion: the 1924 D Mercury dime is not just another coin. It is a symbol of history, wealth, and prestige. Its rarity, its design, and its breathtaking market value combine to make it one of the most coveted coins ever struck in the United States. To own it is to hold a piece of fortune itself. If you have one in your possession, never underestimate its power. Guard it closely, value it highly, and remember this simple truth. This dime, this tiny silver treasure, has the potential to change your life overnight. Third, the 1925 Mercury dime is more than a small silver coin. It is a hidden key to wealth, prestige, and history. To most people, it may look like just 10 cents, but to collectors and numismatists, it is a treasure chest in miniature form. This coin has become a shining star in the world of rare collectibles, known for its elegance, scarcity, and jaw-dropping value. Owning one means more than having a dime. It means holding a fortune, a coin that could make you a billionaire overnight if presented in the right marketplace. Historical context. The year 1925 was part of the Roaring Twenties, a decade of cultural explosion, innovation, and prosperity in America. During this vibrant era, the Mercury dime continued to circulate, symbolizing liberty, strength, and unity. Designed by Adolph A. Weinman, the dime had already gained fame as one of the most beautiful coins in U.S. history. Struck in both Philadelphia and branch mints, the 1925 issue reflected the optimism of the post-war era. Today, the coin's presence is a reminder of America's golden age of coinage and the stories hidden in every pocket of history. Unique features. The 1925 Mercury dime bears all the hallmarks of Weinman's genius. The obverse features Lady Liberty in a winged cap, a graceful symbol of free thought and creativity. On the reverse, fasces bound with an olive branch stand proudly as symbols of unity, power, and peace. Its modest silver composition gives it intrinsic value, but what makes the coin truly extraordinary are the rare, sharp strikes that reveal full detail. Collectors especially prize specimens with crisp fasces lines and glowing luster, for those represent the coin at its absolute artistic peak. Rarity and condition. Though millions of 1925 Mercury dimes were minted, only a fraction remain in collectible condition today. Most were heavily circulated and show flattened details from years of use. The true treasures are those rare survivors in high grades, particularly those certified with the coveted full bands designation on the reverse. Such coins are scarce beyond belief and ignite fierce bidding wars among collectors. The rarity is not just in its age, but in the preservation of its beauty, a combination that makes the 1925 dime a powerful magnet for wealth and prestige. Market value. Here's where the excitement truly begins. A well-circulated example of the 1925 Mercury dime can bring in between $500 and $6,000, depending on its grade. But when you step into the realm of mint-state coins, the story changes dramatically. Sharp, lustrous specimens with full strike details can skyrocket in value, drawing sums that reach six figures at major auctions. And in the rarest of cases, the whispers of million-dollar valuations surround the most pristine and breathtaking examples. If you hold this coin, it is not just money, it is a life-changing asset. Appeal to collectors. The 1925 Mercury dime has an irresistible charm that goes beyond its silver surface. For set collectors, it is an essential cornerstone, a piece without which the Mercury dime series feels incomplete. Its design appeals to art lovers, its scarcity appeals to investors, and its history appeals to patriots. That blend of beauty, rarity, and symbolism makes it one of the most desired coins in American numismatics. For many, simply adding a 1925 Mercury dime to their collection is the ultimate badge of honor. Collecting tips. If you own a 1925 Mercury dime, treat it as the treasure it truly is. Do not clean it, polish it, or expose it to damage. Such actions can slash its value drastically. Instead, Secure it in a protective case or have it graded by a trusted certification service to preserve its authenticity and boost its market appeal. If you are seeking to buy one, focus on coins with strong detail and original surfaces, as these command the highest premiums. Remember, patience and research are the collector's greatest weapons when chasing a coin of such magnitude. Conclusion: the 1925 Mercury dime is not merely a coin. It is a work of art, a slice of American history, and a vault of unimaginable wealth. With a market value that can climb from thousands to millions, it has the power to transform an ordinary collection into an empire of fortune. If you have one in your possession, hold it tightly and never underestimate its value. This little dime, born in the roaring heart of the 1920s, has the potential to make you a billionaire overnight and grant you a place among the legends of coin collecting. Fourth, the 1928 D Mercury dime is not just a coin. It is a golden ticket hidden in plain sight, a small silver disc with the power to completely transform your life. To the untrained eye, it looks like an ordinary dime from decades past, but in the hands of a collector or investor, it is a priceless jewel. With its dazzling history, breathtaking artistry, and unbelievable market value, this coin stands as one of the most extraordinary treasures of American numismatics. If you are fortunate enough to hold this dime, you are holding unimaginable wealth, the kind that could make you a billionaire overnight. Historical context: struck in the year 1928 at the Denver Mint, this dime was born during a period of transition and quiet prosperity before the Great Depression struck the nation. The United States was still enjoying the cultural energy of the Roaring '20s. Jazz music echoed in clubs, new technology was changing lives, and confidence was everywhere. Into this era, the Mercury dime continued to represent liberty, free thought, and national unity. Each 1928 D dime carries with it the spirit of this hopeful yet fleeting time, making it more than silver. It is a piece of America's living history. Unique features: designed by the master sculptor Adolph A. Weinman, the 1928 D Mercury dime is a marvel of artistry. On the obverse, Lady Liberty wears a winged cap, symbolizing freedom of thought and imagination. The reverse displays the Roman fasces bound with an olive branch, symbolizing unity, justice, and peace. The D mint mark, located on the reverse near the bottom, proudly signifies the Denver Mint. Collectors love the crisp details, sharp strike, and luster that only the best preserved examples reveal. Every curve and line tells the story of design brilliance frozen in silver. Rarity and condition: while a fair number of 1928 D dimes were minted, very few have survived the passage of time in pristine condition. The vast majority circulated heavily, losing their fine details. Today, finding a coin with strong strike quality and full bands on the fasces is a challenge that excites collectors across the globe. Mint state survivors are extremely scarce, and superbly preserved gems are treasures that ignite bidding wars at auctions. This rarity is what transforms the 1928 D from a common dime into an elite coin of immense power and value. Market value: here lies the true magic. The value of the 1928 D Mercury dime. Even in modestly circulated condition, it can command prices ranging from $500 to $6,000. But when you step into higher grades, especially mint state coins with full bands, the value rises dramatically, tens of thousands of dollars or more in major auctions. In the rarest conditions, with luster and strike quality untouched by time, this coin is often spoken of in whispers of million-dollar fortunes. It is no exaggeration to say that this dime could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. Appeal to collectors: collectors pursue the 1928 D Mercury dime with relentless passion. It represents not only a masterpiece of design, but also one of the hardest coins to find in exceptional quality. For those building a complete set of Mercury dimes, the 1928 D is a cornerstone, a coin that commands respect and elevates any collection to greatness. Beyond the numbers, this coin carries prestige, beauty, and the promise of legacy. To own it is to own a part of history and to hold a piece of America's finest coinage tradition. Collecting tips: if you are lucky enough to possess a 1928 D Mercury dime, your first responsibility is protection. Do not clean it, polish it, or expose it to wear. These actions can strip away thousands of dollars in value instantly. Keep it secured in a protective holder, and for maximum recognition, have it certified by a trusted grading service. If you are on the hunt for one, focus on coins with sharp strike details and original luster. Be patient, for treasures like this do not appear often, but when they do, they can change your fortune forever. Conclusion. The 1928 D Mercury dime is far more than a 10-cent piece. It is wealth disguised as history, a treasure that blends artistry, rarity, and unimaginable value. Its market price can leap from thousands into millions, making it one of the most powerful coins you could ever own. Do not underestimate it, do not undervalue it, and above all,